Hey, fatty, get skinny. If you're scared of getting skinny, you're never going to lose weight. If you can't get your head wrapped around getting skinny, that's your goal. It should be. Kate saying I just want to lose weight. That's so mediocre. Okay, like lose what? 10 pounds and you're 300 pounds? 50 pounds and you weigh 250 and you're a woman, you're still 200? That's not a goal. A goal is get skinny, idiot. But you're scared because of all the bullshit you hear on the internet that gives you a million limiting beliefs. Oh, but if I get skinny, I'm going to lose my period. My hormones are going to tank. Because you see one extreme situation and you hear things coming out of the bodybuilding community where people are actually ripped and you're applying it to you, you fat ass. Give me a break. Like, no shit. You might have a natural bodybuilder that gets down to like 5% body fat, grinding himself down on maybe low fat, lean protein and vegetables, and then you're worried about, oh, I'm going to lose my testosterone. Using that guy as the example, that guy's Shred City. You're a fat pig. And even at that point, even when the hormones finally took a dive, it didn't happen until the guy was literally disgustingly ripped. You think your hormones are going to take a dive, you fat ass pig, if you're a male at like 12% body fat? No. How many of you are even at 12% body fat? Nobody. Okay, how many of you are at 20% body fat and you're worried about this as a male? Nobody. How many of you fat women are even under 30% body fat? Nobody. And you're worried about shit that people that are shredded are going through? Or you're worried about muscle loss? Because maybe that was the route that somebody took where they went crazy, low fat, high carb, next to no protein vegan. So now they're lean, but they're skinny with lower muscle. Now you're worried about muscle loss and you're a fat ass pig. Okay, you got to hold on to that diet for a while to even drop muscle on crazy low protein. It doesn't make a difference. The diet's going to be low fat. Nobody that's skinny, nobody that's actually skinny is tolerating a bunch of dietary fat. All they're doing is they're playing around with the carbs and the protein based on their day-to-day lifestyle. Okay, based on their day-to-day lifestyle, they want to have more muscle and be lean. They're going to have to ramp the protein up a little more, still low-fat vegetables. Okay, that coming from a powerlifter, a competitive powerlifter, that was one of the oldest tactics to keep yourself strong as hell in lower body weight classes. What do you think I did when I competed at 163? Okay, I was ripped at 163, like 8% body fat, still throwing around massive amount of weight. Okay, what do you think I did? Low fat, lean meat. Okay, a little lower carb, quite a bit lower carb, lean meat, still low fat diet. But I need the protein up higher to hold on to the muscle. But was I worried about going and biking a 50K bike ride? Like maybe a low fat, high carb, low protein vegan? No. The goals are just different. It's always low fat. That's how you get skinny. Skinny. The first thing you need to do is make that switch. You got to flip that switch. If you're scared of getting small, say it. I want to get small. You're going to look small, especially as a natural male. Okay, women are more accepting of that than the men. You're going to look small with clothes on when you're a man if you're skinny. Okay, even if you got a lot of muscle on you and you're lean as a man, you're going to be small. You're going to be skinny. Okay, anytime I push my body fat percentage way down there, I look tiny. Clothes on shit. I look tiny. That's also why people think I'm crazy young when I'm lean. Okay, because I look small. Take the clothes off, you're shredded. You're skinny. I'm skinny when I'm lean. I'm skinny. Okay, when I'm lean, I'm a skinny little bastard. Okay, women, that's what they want to be chasing, but they're more fearful of, oh, my hormones. Yet they're like 1 million pounds away from anywhere near skinny. Anywhere near it. Okay, you worry about all this bullshit. You're scared to actually lose the weight, you see? You're scared, which makes you never commit to a dieting strategy, which you know damn well works. Okay, you just won't even commit. So even me saying low-fat diet. Fat's 9 calories a gram, you idiot. It's the common sense. It's the common sense choice with the pull out of those macros. Fat shit. You're trying to get skinny. There's not one skinny ass bitch that's walking around New York City, the skinny ones, that if you didn't live with them for 2 weeks, you'd see they're avoiding dietary fat. They might have a treat here and there. They're avoiding dietary fat. Hands down. Because it's 9 calories a gram, it can ramp your calories through the roof in no time flat. You can't be afraid of this shit. Okay, even those extreme examples where I was showing the fruitarian vegans. Yeah, some of them got down to 50 pounds and died. So, what are you scared of? You're fat pig. What do you think the same woman looked at even 90 pounds? She probably looked pretty damn good. She just took it too far. Learn from it. If you want to have more muscle as you're losing weight, you're going to have to keep the protein a little higher. Play. Protein and carbs, fats plummeted through the floor. Play with the protein and the carbs. If you're a guy and you want to be stronger than hell at low body weights, you have no choice. If you want to be crazy strong at low body weights, you're going to have to hit a minimum threshold on that protein. If you're going to try to be skinny and strong, you have to hit a minimum on the protein. You're going to have to play. If you see your weights dropping through the floor when you're not hitting the weights like you would have been, then something's wrong. But you play. You first off have to make that conscious decision. I want to get skinny. If you can't say that out loud, you're screwed. Because that limiting factor will make you not even start a diet, like me pushing low fat. Because what are you going to do right off the bat? Oh, my hormones. I'm going to lose my period. Like the girl that I saw on Instagram that's literally like 10% body fat, bodybuilding woman. And you're worried about what she's going through? You fat ass pig? Or I'm going to lose muscle because I seen a picture of a low fat, low protein, high carb vegan that's literally 100 pounds. Or maybe it's a male that's like literally 130 pounds, like 6'2". You're worried about muscle loss, you fat pig? You're nowhere near that. Okay, you ain't shit. You're nowhere near where those people are at. Nowhere near it. That's the thing, the fatter you are, the more it doesn't even matter where the protein and carbs are at. As long as the fat's rock bottom, they're bringing the calories through the floor. Then you play. You're scared shitless of getting skinny, and that's the goal. And if it's not your goal, you're never going to lose weight. Ever. You're just always going to be living in the fat pig identity. Okay, you identify as a fat pig. You live your life like a fat pig. You look like a fat pig. You eat like a fat pig. You gotta chase that identity where I'm gonna get skinny. What do skinny people do? How do skinny people live? All of it, the whole package, not just the diet, the whole package. How much do skinny people walk? Skinny Pete. Skinny Pete. Okay, remember on Breaking Bad, Jesse's buddy, Skinny Pete. Skinny Pete, skinny as a rail. Okay? Out in the street, slinging grit. Out on the street, slinging methamphetamine, he's standing up all day, walking around. Skinny Pete. Skinny. If you can't make that switch, you're screwed. You're not going to lose any weight because your goal is so fucking weak. You're afraid to get skinny. And that is exactly what the goal needs to be. Or else you're just making a mediocre goal that is a joke and never gets you to the end. You gotta shoot big. Big. You gotta be like, I want to get so damn skinny when I look in the mirror. I'm like, holy shit. That's when you'd be scared. Look and get so skinny that you look. One time this actually happened to me. This was back in 2016. When I wasn't even trying to get lean, I got lean. And I remember one night, I don't know, I did a pretty big salt load. And I woke up middle of the night, had to take a piss. And I looked in the mirror, and I was like 163, 64 pounds. My veins are popping out of my arms like I've never seen it in my life. Of course I never seen it in my life, because that was really the first time in my whole life with that much muscle mass I was that lean. And it was crazy. I'm like, holy shit. Okay? It's like exciting and it's like a bit scary. It's like, holy shit. Is something happening to me? That's what I'm talking about. Okay? Most of you idiots are so afraid to get skinny you don't even start. Maybe get down to where that female bodybuilder's losing her period. She's so lean. Okay, maybe get down to where that zero-fat, high-carb vegan male that's biking and running's losing muscle. That's a prolonged period of dieting, too. You can always put on the brakes, you dummy. You idiots look like at somebody like, yeah, you're thinking you're going to get there in 2 days? And then you don't even start. Chase that shit. Get so skinny you lose your period. Okay, get so skinny you feel like you're starting to lose muscle. Okay, obviously, if you're smart, if that happens and you're worried about muscle loss, the protein's got to be there. Okay, but chase some of this shit you're scared of. Okay, I'm going to get so skinny, chase the stuff you're scared of that everybody throws at you, all these women with the hormonal bullshit. Okay, because truth be told, if any of that shit happens, you can bounce back in 2 seconds. Okay, you can always gain weight back, you fat pigs. Okay, even if you're doing a low-fat, high-carb vegan diet or a crazy low-fat, higher in lean protein diet. Okay, you could still have a refeed day once you're ripped once a week. Like guys do that and live their lives like that. 6 days on the tight diet, then have a little looser day. You can always play, you can always gain weight back. You're nowhere near there. Chase some of this shit you're scared of. And you got to understand, too, if you're chasing numbers in the gym on, especially those big compounds, you're going to lose pressing power when you're losing body fat, even if the muscle's not going anywhere as a male. Women don't care so much about that. Okay, you're going to lose pressing power because fat moves weight. Weight moves weight, especially in the pressing. Okay, because there's fat in the armpits and the back. Okay, it helps you move weight, especially in a bench press or shoulder press and shit. Let it go. Get skinny. That's limiting you. If you have to, change the way you're training. Some people might be like, okay, I'm just going to scrap the weights because that's messing with my head, and then chase gains on body weight. Why do you think all the calisthenics guys are always jacked and lean? Because they don't worry about those big, heavy barbell compounds like that either. And it allows them to eat less and not beating the shit out of their body the same way. Okay, the women, skinny. Okay, I see too many women, I don't want to look like her. And you're literally 300, and you're talking about a woman that's 90 pounds. You're nowhere near her, you idiot. You're nowhere near it, you idiot. You're a dumbass. You don't even start. You idiots don't even start because you're scared shitless of getting skinny because of all the bullshit. All your limiting little beliefs, fatty. Until next time. Chase these things you're afraid of. Can be just no holds barred, baby. I'm getting skinny no matter what. Not I just want to lose weight. I'm going to get so skinny that people, when they see me, their jaw's going to drop. Okay? Get so skinny that you start turning heads, you fat ass pig.